Hi there, you are going to join me on a trip to my favorite Goodwill. I started off in the red section and this immediately grabbed my attention. It is wrapped in plastic lace and I really liked the look of it. I thought it looked like 60s, 70s, that mod look, kind of a genie in the bottle, bohemian style. I thought somebody else might also like it, so I put it in my cart. And then I glanced over at the brown section, saw this coin bank, but then next to it was this mug. I immediately knew that the graphics were Southwestern, and lo and behold, on the bottom it is marked Navajo. I liked the detailing on it, and even though there was just one, I decided to pick it up. I went back to the red section and saw these two blue fruit bowls or berry bowls. They had some really pretty gold detailing to them, but I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not quite sure why, but they were pretty regardless. Oh, Japan. Because the little cherub was marked Japan, I decided to put it in my cart. I thought it would be a cute decoration for Valentine's Day. And then we're looking here on the bottom shelf. Oh, here's a Japan mug rack. Let's see what this picture is here. Pretty. It's pretty. Says Hall. I think that says Hall. I think that's a bowl. Up here. Oh, oh, look at that. That's a Perot. Nice. I'll definitely take this. Definitely. Here. There's this one. And there. I think the first two mugs definitely had age to it. This one I believe would be more contemporary, but I decided just buying one mug would be hard to sell. If they again came in pairs, I definitely would have picked them up because they were less money than the older mugs that I had seen up in Wellsboro. A couple of you had told me that yes, the big blue mugs I had seen in Wellsboro were indeed older. They had this holly and berry teacup and saucer by itself, and I knew that there was a whole bunch of them down here, so I put them with these, and then I noticed there was also some more of the same pattern in with the Christmas section. So somebody had donated all of their holly cups and saucers. This was a pretty bowl. It was nice, but I just decided not to get it and instead keep looking in the brown section for more treasure. What are we going to find? Oh, these were hummingbirds, but they were plastic. They weren't metal. They were light plastic, kind of a lighter weight plastic. And here, it's pretty. It's not marked. That's pretty. That's pretty too. Oh, it's a bell. Flower tins. And sugar. Let's look inside. They're okay. They're not too rusty. Golden Wagon, New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay. Oh, let's see. Again, here's an exception to the rule of only picking up one mug. I thought this was really neat. This sign is coming up soon this summer, and so I thought someone might want it for a gift. And I found this interesting because we have a town called Bird in Hand. It is out near Paradise, and it's mostly touristy and has Amish stores. So I thought that was interesting. And then that welcome sign was pretty, but a little bit too big for me to ship. On the bottom shelf, I noticed these plates that had chickens on them. They were all individually priced at $2 a piece, and they were made by Corral, and I hadn't seen that pattern before. And then underneath it was a cheesecake plate. Up top was a statue of Madonna and Child, or a mother and child. It was made by Mikasa. I did not look it up while I was in the store. I looked it up later and only found a lot of the busts, like just the shoulders of the mother and child, and not a lot of the figurines. So I probably should have picked it up, but I wasn't quite sure, so I left it on the shelf. And then here were some coasters, and we were getting ready to go back up to our camper, so that's why they kind of grabbed my attention, but it was just the one was a Happy Camper coaster. This is pretty. Gibson's. That's pretty. Oh my God. There are no chips. I will take that. I was super pleased to see that the teapot had no chips or cracks, especially the spout. Usually the spout is the first thing that gets chipped. This was a cute little vase. It was more contemporary. I like the little imprint design on it, but left it there on the end cap. Stepping back to give you a look at the white section. Usually I gloss over this section pretty fast, but today it just seemed that I needed to take my time and really look on all of the shelves. I thought this was pretty. It would probably put a tea light in it and it would glow, and you could see the pine cone design on it. Then there was this more contemporary cast metal rocking horse. And that was left on the shelf. And then over in this little pile here, I'm going to show you, were a bunch of these little packages, and it said Where Art History, and it had a .com address, and I've looked it up and the address doesn't work anymore. But I would gather that this person used to make these, embroider different artworks and make them onto little pins. And I thought that was a cute idea, kind of an unusual idea. Maybe sold them at craft fairs or obviously online. Interesting. Oh, it's chipped. Little tiny chips there. Oh, what's this? Little zebra. That's cute. I went to move my cart and I saw this. It looks like an envelope. That's a neat wall pocket. It's different. Let's see. This bowl. What that bowl is back here. What's this? Oh, Port Marion. Look at that. A Port Marion bowl. As you can imagine, I was super excited about finding that Port Marion bowl. It is a large serving bowl with no chips or cracks. This is I would say, copper lusterware, and it had some kind of applied design to it. And I thought at first these were Starbucks, but they were not. And then I found this hobbyist art piece. I'm not quite sure what this was. It had no markings on it, and the base of it was so small compared to the rest of the piece that I found that really strange, and I'd be afraid it would get knocked over easily because the base was so small. And because it had no marking on it, that would have been hard to figure out who made it. And in this bag of cards were just cards. I was seeing if they were postcards, but it looked to me that they were just greeting cards. when I first saw this butterfly plate, I thought it was a hobbyist piece, but it was not. It was a mass-produced piece. I flipped it over on the back, and there's the marking of who made it or who manufactured it. Let's see. What are you? Oh, sugar bowl. Oh, Syracuse China. I wonder if this is restaurant wear. These are cute. This looks like if you had a cabin. Let's see if they're chipped. They were not chipped. This is a really cool lampshade. That's cool. It's cracked on the inside though. That's neat. I have no use for a lampshade. I don't need aggravation. I do need the money. Pepper shakers. Care Bears. This is Portland. Oh, Nippon. Look at that. That's old. Look at all the old china. So pretty. Is this a flower? This thing here? Oh, it is. Look at that. I've sold this before. $2.99. I've sold this one before. So cute. I was excited to see that piece. I had found a piece exactly like that up at the Shillington Goodwill when I was with Jocelyn a couple months ago. And mine I had to take apart because the glue that the glass was glued inside the frame had come out. And so I had to take it apart and fix it and clean it up. And it turned out beautifully. And I really liked it. And I hated to see it go. So here I found another one. And I think someone left a message or a comment saying that that was a gift if you did a home sale, kind of like a Tupperware sale, but not Tupperware, obviously. And that was the gift. If I remember correctly, that was the gift the hostess would have gotten. So I was excited to find another one. Here was a whole bag of Boyd's Bears, figurines, fairies. And I know I could have picked it up, but I really couldn't tell if any of them were chipped. Sitting in that bag, they were going to get chipped pretty quickly. And they don't really sell very well for me. So I left that to someone else who would appreciate finding a whole bag of Boyd's Bears for just, or figurines for such a low amount of money. We're continuing looking in the blue section to see if there's anything else. And then I turned around when I walked back through again and found these paperweights. This one was $1.99. And so I figured this one would be $1.99, but no, it was $2.99. I thought that was kind of strange, but a little bit of some minor wear to them. I love picking up vintage paperweights, and so I did. She's judging me. She has no clothes on. It's like a placemat. Let's see. I think it's a placemat. Oh, yeah. Christine Prim of UK for Modern Twist. Get that placemat. Looks like Bob Hatchett. 180. Oh, that's scary. That's kind of gross. Ooh. Oh, there's another shoe. Another shoe. They're so heavy. Alright, this is glass. $4.99. I think it's flashed. And here's some pottery pieces. Oh, they're glass. They're glass in there. Oh, they're glass bells. Oh, that's cute. Not much in the blue section. PLK. Oh, that's cool. Kind of weird cat. Is that a cat? Cappy R. It's different. Wilton. That is still here, but let's look at this here. Ooh. It has a lot of wear here and here, and then this is kind of bent side. Oh, it's made from coal. Oh, there. Oh, and it's from Virginia. Another reason I like this Goodwill is they're constantly trying to change up the place and kind of put things together and make it easier for you to shop. And they've made this little craft area, and on the bottom I noticed they had all these quilt blocks. They're originally from a store called Good Store that you find. It's a chain, but not a huge chain. It's not like Walmart or anything like that. It might be local to the area, but they had quite a few of those printed pillowcases and quilt block. And I always look for counter cross stitch kits that are older, but nothing there grabbed my attention. But it was nice that they have made a kind of a designated craft area here on these little shelves. Seeing if there's anything else that might have been misplaced or put in the wrong spot, but I didn't find anything. But it's still good to know. They've also moved the books to the back wall, so it's easier to find the books. And then after looking at this little craft area, I decided to look in the toys. This one is from 1978. It goes right there. And it looks like it's in great shape. Get that. I always wanted that. I remember as a little girl, our neighbor across the street had a Simon game, and I always wanted one. We never had one. I also found this American Girls game, and it's all complete and very heavy, but the game is in really great shape. Then in this area, they had a whole bunch of these wooden shelves. It was kind of strange that there were so many and different styles, but nonetheless, if you needed a wooden shelf, this was the Goodwill to come to. They also had a little dresser organizer, jewelry box, and this little jewelry box. And then at first I thought this mirror was a horse, and then I thought, well, maybe it's a Great Dane, or maybe it's a Great Dane and a horse, depending on what you like. And then they have all the baskets over here. They were actively restocking the shelves, and so I decided to look into the bins, and I saw this really cute frog figurine, and then I also found this piece of embroidery. I have taken it out of the frame. The frame had some damage. The back really had a lot of damage, and it weighed maybe 80 pounds. So I am selling this, but it will not be in a frame or anything like that. So I was pretty pleased with this. And next we are going to see if the Simon game works. So I have raised Jenny right. She does know what Simon is, and I found some batteries. You needed two 9-volt batteries and a transistor battery, and it does work. Our batteries aren't fresh, but they did work. So Jenny's going to, I just played game 1, skill level 2. I did pretty good. But we're going to start off easy, easy. Jenny's going to start. Ready?
You kind of have to press hard.
Yeah.
I already forgot.
Boom, boom. Okay.
Wait, I already asked that.
All right, my turn. Here, can you hold the camera? You hold it right there. All right, here we go.
I would put the music.
This one?
No, blue, green. I thought it was blue, green. I forgot what it was, right?
You do kind of listen to the music.
Like, the
and
music's because
hear
it
it
makes
go.
sounds. They're not,
Yeah.
like, it's not
So we're going to play with this for a little bit, and then it will be for sale.
Maybe.
We'll see. This is fun. Coming up next is everything that I picked up at this trip to the Goodwill. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please note that eBay still has my delivery times wrong. I do ship within 3 business days of receiving payment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya.